Shit's live.
The Nine Network recommends viewing by mature audiences. It contains strong violence and some coarse language.
There you go. Well, this is the Volunteers Podcast.
Pitching a tent with the volunteers.
Yeah. If you couldn't tell, we are inside a 10-person tent purchased by Zack Gettin
From Walmart.
About
Shout out to Walmart.
4 months ago.
It was around June. So
Okay, about 4 or 5 months ago. We tried to set it up inside our apartment called the Dojo, and it took up the entire place was taken up.
like the living room, dining room area.
We
was
moved
full.
all the furniture out, and we still couldn't get it set up. My sister was making fun of us the whole time.
Yeah,
It
we
was
eventually.
quite awful.
It was at 3 a.m. too. So
Yeah,
we
it was
gave up.
very, very late / early.
Yeah.
Quite the memory. But here we are in Matt's basement. We're inside of that tent.
Yes.
We use this to record in, actually, the album that we're working on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why there's a drum
Yeah.
kit and some amps and
Oh, yeah.
stuff.
And the crabs.
Crabs.
They help us.
Yeah.
But anyway, we've got a few rules for this podcast.
We for sure.
For some stuff. So, for one, we allow ourselves. We're not censoring it a lot. We're not going to be censoring a lot unless it really needs to be censored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have set one limit as a challenge. We can only say the C word once every podcast.
Yeah.
Anytime that we have crossed that off and someone says it again.
Wait, did you already say it?
No, I haven't. I have
Okay.
avoided
He
it.
said the C word.
I kind of want to leave it for later.
Okay, gotcha.
Anyone who goes over the 1 has to take a cap shot.
I really want to say
ghost
it now
pepper hot
just to get
sauce.
rid of that chance.
Ghost pepper.
Oh, no.
hot
I really
sauce.
want to say it now to get rid of the chance to say
Shut
it.
up, man.
We were at Schnucks and we perused the hot sauce aisle, and this was the hottest one we could find. There's 3 small flame icons on it.
Yeah.
That's quite
That
a
means
few
it's
flame
hot.
icons.
That means it's hot.
Get my
It
single on
is
that.
ghost pepper sauce.
Yeah,
Spicy.
I had a little taste of it
spicy.
because I
yeah.
opened the cap and got my thumb in it, and it was just the little bit of juice on my thumb that I licked off, and it kind of hurt. It actually kind of hurt.
Can I take a dab? I want to try it because I
shit.
like
Try
spicy
it?
food. I think I'm
Dude,
the only one.
he
out of us
wants
who
to
likes
take
spicy
a
food.
dab.
Okay, well, we'll do that in a
If you
second.
listen
But
to
also,
audio, I just dabbed.
one thing that we're gonna do every week
Oh,
is everyone has an album of the week. Someone will choose an album that the rest of us have to listen to, and then we will discuss. Matt chose, I forgot what it's called. Matt, what is it?
It's called Cucks Anonymous.
Matt,
Go tape yourself like I did.
we're genuinely mad at Matt because he's been a fucking idiot.
that was a little harsh, man. He's a good
So
boy.
the album is Failure Fantastic Planet from 1996. I just chose pretty much my favorite album
But
so
anyone,
far in this life.
anyone
This existence.
who doesn't listen to the album in the allotted time and comes in, doesn't know anything, is going to get a paddling.
Yeah,
we're
straight
not
to the bum
holding
bum.
back. It's
Yeah.
one shot on the butt, hard.
Basically, imagine just your dad fucking furious, just
Yeah.
fuming mad. He's a
Yikes.
hot boiling boy, and he's just ready to let loose on that bum bum.
So, all right, is that all the ground rules out of the way, pretty much?
I think so.
Yeah,
Did we have anything
We're
else?
gonna have a few segments each podcast. They'll probably change, and we're also planning on having some special guests, so that's something to look forward to.
Mainly just our friends. They're not special.
Yeah,
to anybody
it's
else but
like-
us.
They're not special to us, but they might be special to you
Al
people.
Gore's actually going to be here next week. He invented
Yes.
the internet, so I'm pretty excited about that. I've known him for a couple years, but other than that, it's just a couple kids we know.
He's a great guy.
And as a stretch Patreon goal, I'm gonna try to get Elon Musk to smoke a doobie on here. Apparently, he's doing funny faces.
Yeah, I think Al Gore actually went to high school with Elon Musk. I don't know if that's true, but maybe we could work something out.
I
You know,
heard
Al
Elon Musk.
Gore
They're probably
had the
lab
idea
partners.
for Tesla and all the cars.
I think I heard that around
Yeah.
too.
I heard Elon Musk and Bill Clinton played the dual saxophone once.
Oh shit!
they also
Yeah,
smoked a
I
dude
heard
together,
that
but
too. Yeah.
Bill did not.
I
inhale,
thought they
so.
smoked crack together. That's why.
Yeah,
I don't
might
think
be
Bill
correct.
Clinton did crack, did he? He
I don't
just
know. Have you
smoked
seen
weed.
him recently?
That is true. He's rough. He is
If
looking
we
rough.
can edit this, we should show a picture of modern.
Matt.
Okay.
Put Bill
he
Clinton
is-
in this right
I'm
now.
not
He
do
is-
put-
Anyway, Zach wanted to take a shot of this.
No, I just wanted
He just wanted to dab.
Fuck the shot,
At least
dude.
smell it. Pass it around so we can all
do
smell
Like,
it.
a-
I'm the only
do
one
a
around here
dab of
who
that shit.
voluntarily puts hot sauce on like almost
All right,
everything.
here's
Did
the,
you catch
the
that
initial
pun?
sniff.
Did you catch it?
I already smell it.
So my first impression is it smells just like the hot sauce that you get at Los Cabos, which I actually am quite a fan of.
Yeah, it smells good. I did
The
smell it
second
earlier.
smell is there's a little bit of sweetness to it, and we read the ingredients in the store, and there's
This is a
actually
wine
quite a
tasting.
few fruits in there.
I thought that was the habanero sauce.
I smell it.
Yeah, we were between this one
This
and the
ingredient and that
habanero
ingredient.
sauce.
If anyone has like,
Oh no, this
fucking
one has
ingredient
the granulated
and that
sugar in it.
shit.
There's
Oh,
quite
okay.
a bit,
And all
then
sorts of
there's,
shit.
What is that?
Oh, I'm just. He said something about wine tasting. And I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna.
Wine tasting.
But it's a
'Cause
quite
he's
it's
acting
quite
like it's
a
a wine
sweet,
He's
tasting.
sweet smell.
He's just sitting there putting his
Sweet
big
aroma.
schnoz up against it, just going.
I'm gonna pass it on to Jacob here.
I
smells
sniffed
like
to that.
fucking
I sniffed
shit.
To that.
Dude,
to me as
fucking tape to everything. I wonder
to
whose
me
fault that
as
was.
as as an extremely white person, I feel it actually burning the back of my throat just from
You could not survive in India or Mexico.
Oh, definitely not. I know that.
The curry there eats you alive.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
I say this is
Yeah, let me
very
see that.
spicy.
Gets one of these.
I
On the
am
spice scale.
kind of scared. We already rubbed off the expo marker that was
damn it.
had a Jesus fish, a penis, and blurring out the brand
Yeah.
name. I don't think we really
course.
have to worry about that. We're not
Yeah.
going to get in trouble with fucking Guy Fieri.
Oh, is
But-
this Guy
It's
Fieri
TGI
sauce?
Fridays.
Yeah, this is Guy
Oh,
Fieri's.
yeah, give Daddy a sniff.
TGI Fridays, that's Guy Fieri's thing, isn't it?
I don't think so, dude.
Or is he just, like,
we'll have to
sponsored?
cross-reference that. I'm not sure.
Who fuck, dude?
Yeah. Hey, someone out there, Google it. That's our
Okay.
engineer, everybody. It's a ghost.
Also, if
'Cause we don't have
anybody
one.
wants to give us any references, if anyone watches this,
Are you gonna like straight up like drink that?
please don't
Don't.
Matt. God fucking
Matt,
no.
take care of yourself.
But
I don't know. It's not.
give us recommendations for hot
What do you
sauces
think
at
about?
Schnucks.
What does
or
Matt
Walmart.
think about the hot sauce?
I mean, like. Oh boy, that smells real. Like for some reason, I don't know why. This to me smells like. Besides, like this, you can sort of smell the spicy factor. But like, it smells like the Lunchable fucking pizza sauce to me. I don't know why. Like, it must just be me. I don't know. Zach, give
Yeah.
that a sniff, my dude.
Zach's gonna go ahead and take it.
It's-
yeah, I will take it down.
It's sniff day, my dudes. Oh,
It does smell like pizza sauce, kind of.
like it just smells
It
like
has
the
that-
fucking
that
Lunchable.
scent.
It's a very spicy pizza. You know, and what? As a hot sauce enthusiast, this smells very good, and I'd probably put this on some wings. You know, yeah.
Take
I'm
a
gonna go ahead
cap.
and
Take a cap.
Take a cap.
Take
No,
a cap.
I'll
Oh,
take
man.
a finger.
All right.
I'm gonna
be careful
dab
with that
for the
grab.
I'm just
dab.
gonna stick my pinky in this. Is that all right?
Can you get
Yeah.
your pinky in there?
No, I have really fat fingers, dude.
What have you got?
Ooh, it's coated.
Just dabbing
It
for
is
the
coated.
dab.
Ooh. Oh shit, that pierces the tongue.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's not gonna be fun forever. Whoever has to do that, like,
For whoever actually
It's-
has to
it's
take
who-
a
it's
shot
whom-
of the sauce. you know?
Whomever, actually, it's whomever.
Whomever.
like as soon as I touched my tongue, it was like, okay, got some flavor. Then I was like, oh fuck, there's
That's
That's
a good.
spicy.
Zach
that's
is
a good
Zach is,
mixture.
Zach
a
is a
pretty good
very
tolerance.
a very hot saucy kind of dude.
yeah, I'm a
very
very spicy
saucy.
person.
So this is kind of scary for me as a white boy.
I'm scared for all
as
you
a
guys.
skinny white boy.
He's a Southern Baptist by creed. By
boy.
creed, he is a Southern Baptist.
But yeah, that's some spicy stuff.
Dude,
That's
my
legit.
chair is deflating again. I can feel it. My butt's getting closer to the
Okay,
ground.
yeah, we bought these damn chairs at the Five Below in Washington.
no.
Each of them are $5,
and it's already fucking leaking.
mine is hissing. We put tape around it after I re-blew it up, but I can feel myself sinking. That's okay though. Matt just couldn't.
Yeah, can we
blow
just
it up.
can we just talk about the chair
Okay,
situation
okay,
real quick?
please,
okay.
God.
Listen here, fuckers.
Oh,
I
that's
better not touch my fucking.
Yeah.
something to call them.
Everyone, this fucking guy.
Hello.
He comes
Matt,
in
that's
after
Matt.
we'd been setting everything up. We'd been blowing up our own chairs, everything.
And I started mine late because I was still gathering
yeah.
up shit for this. They're like, go upstairs, go upstairs and get this shit. Go upstairs and get that shit.
Yeah, this is his house. We sent him out
This
to
is
find
true.
everything.
This is true.
I
But
mean,
still,
I got a late
hijacked
start, but
him.
still, I was a bit of a cuck.
far away, but he comes back down and he says, "I don't want to show up empty-handed after I've been blowing it up this whole time."
So I came back.
He shows us the fucking top ring. The bottom was still completely gone.
Yeah,
Deflated.
just like the little armrest was blown up.
Yeah.
Yeah, just these armrests are the only thing that's blown up from this.
On the right-hand side, there's a strip of fucking mustard
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
On the left-hand side is just covered in ranch.
It was coated in fucking ranch.
I just
was
thought,
disgusting.
how humiliating would it be to just come back downstairs and be like, hey guys, my shit isn't blown up yet. This is just what it's gonna be. Like, no, I would be getting more shit for that. But like in this scenario, I squirted a little mustard, I squirted a little ranch. And it was pretty wet. Not as wet as after I cleaned it all, but like...
Yeah, because you ran it under a fucking sink then, I guess.
So he took it
That's
bath.
Yeah, your
right.
shoes were fucking wet when you came
Yeah,
back.
and
Oh, that's because
we
of-
promptly yelled at him for all this, too.
Matt
Yeah.
is going to take the demo paddling whenever we
Yeah,
do it.
no,
but
I decided that before any of this happened. And also,
but
after
now I
that,
decided I'm not going to feel bad about it.
as punishment, I also taped myself. Because
Yeah,
it just
even
seemed
made us
like
madder.
the
He's covered in
thing
duct
to
tape.
do.
It was a form of flatulence.
Like I could
self-punishment for your
stand up
wrongdoings.
if nothing
Oh
sticks to me. This is as much as I can stand anymore, and I'm just gonna pull my
It's
leg
a homemade
off.
gimp suit, basically.
That's right.
Like,
It's what we call
I'm
in the
pissed.
industry sex harness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's very nice. He was just sitting there, and we just heard tearing, and we were like, "What are you doing, Matt?"
Yeah.
And he comes back covered in fucking tape.
Yeah.
Don't even feel bad for him though.
Yeah,
No,
he's
no,
getting
don't
paddled,
feel
boys.
bad for
He's
me.
getting paddled.
Don't feel bad for me.
He's getting paddled
I don't
because I
even feel
keep
bad
seeing
for
him
myself.
clipping, and because
yeah,
because of
yeah.
the tape.
Yeah, both of you guys are clipping. But
Yeah, because I'm getting up here on it.
But that's all right, you know.
Yeah.
It's
All
a
right.
little comedy.
You guys
want
to get into a first segment here?
Yeah, yeah.
What is our first?
We don't really have a name for it. It's just,
What?
well, earlier today, Matt decided that we're all going to listen to this album right here by the
Album of
band
the week.
Failure.
Yeah.
It's our album of the week. And then, yeah, we all listened to it, and we jotted down some notes, and we're going to discuss it and review it.
So Matt, I feel like you're the good one to start this off with.
Yeah, give us some
tell
background.
us a bit about this album. You know, what you think of it.
Yeah, why did you
Sure.
choose
Well,
this?
we'll
Any-
first start with like history of the album.
Yeah.
Any
Right.
pros and cons you got for it?
Yeah, so
Lay it on.
I'll start off with a little history in the band and how I found it.
Sweet.
So Failure is a Los Angeles-based band from pretty much early to mid 90s, and then after this album was made in 96. 97, basically the band had like struggling issues with heroin and drug abuse and whatnot, and so they ended up breaking
Classic.
ended up breaking up afterwards, and then they actually came back like 17 years later or something like that. At 2014, and they've been making music ever since. And I think they have
So-
a new album coming out soon.
Yeah,
So,
they showed us
Matt-
an EP, I think.
Listening to this, it's a quite a long album.
Yeah, it's like
is there anything
16
you could
minutes.
find like that they chose why to put so many on this rather than like a double or double release or something?
There
you know?
are 17 tracks, if I'm
Yeah.
mistaken.
It's a long fucking album. It's in like an hour and
Yeah, it's over an
4
hour.
hour and 8
I
minutes,
really
something
have
like that.
have no idea. Like basically, what they did at this point in time is they released like 2 albums that were pretty much watched under a producer and like label sort of heavily. And with this album, they basically just kind of gave them just do whatever the fuck you want with it. And so they all ended up just kind of renting out a house and would just record all sorts of shit. So I think maybe as a result of all those sessions, maybe they ended up just
They had a lot of material.
had a lot of material out of it. But they also like Fantastic Planet's also the name of a French film from like the 1970s.
1974.
1974. Fuck yeah. Good job,
do you
Shane.
know
Someone
that?
did his research.
I don't know, man. I'm cultured, I guess.
Oh, you knew that before we listened to this?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Fucking dude.
they were heavily influenced by that as far as this goes too. I mean, there's sounds from it, like what song is it?
Yeah.
Another space song. There's sort of this like sort of weird oscillating noise that keeps going up in pitch that's literally just taken out of the movie.
Oh, I did not know that.
Interesting.
Yeah. And but yeah, so I ended up finding this album just because of the band Local H, which me and Zack know. We actually just saw them
we just
live
saw them a
recently.
couple weeks ago. It was
And
fantastic.
and so basically try to keep this short. Basically, at this time,
Go as
2011,
long as
when
you
Last
want.
FM was a thing, I ended up looking up similar artists. this album cover immediately. I was like, that looks cool. It's fucking Spaceman
Yeah, I think
and
I've seen
rockets
this
and shit.
record in your room before.
Yeah, I had it on the wall for a while.
Okay, yeah.
And the rest is history. I've been depressed and addicted to heroin ever since.
That
The
second
latter
one's
is
awesome.
Also,
not
in
true,
word from
just
our
yet.
sponsor, heroin. No,
Dollar Shave Club, guys. So you said this is your favorite album of all time.
Okay, how many crabs out of 10 would you give it?
Oh, yeah, because like there is a couple things like that are I would admit are just not very good about it.
Right. Yeah,
I would
there's-
say like 9 crabs out of 10. It's not perfect. Like
That's
to me, my
fair.
favorite album isn't perfect. Because fucking look at me, I'm not perfect. Oh
Dude's wearing
Jesus.
tape.
Yeah.
I'm wearing fucking tape and I squirted mustard on my chair.
Yeah, by choice. Like he was not influenced by anybody.
No.
Yeah,
I-
he just came on down and fucking mustard,
I was
man.
feeling zany, and you're just feeling zany. But anyways,
Yeah, and you pissed me off.
yeah.
It just disgusted me to think about mustard for some reason.
So I guess first
hate
of all,
it.
like
Fucking ranch.
what I would say doesn't make this a 10 is it's long.
Yeah,
it's a
true
really
that.
dedicated
it's
listen.
very, very long.
It's. And I would say some of the songwriting, the choruses, as good as some of them are, it gets a little repetitive. But I mean,
I'll sniff to that.
that's about it for me, at least. I've listened to this album so many fucking times that I don't even notice that
Yeah,
shit
it was.
anymore.
I just had an interview at Guitar Center today, and
Spicy.
for those of you that don't know, I live in Lavity, and Guitar Center, where I went, was about a 40-minute drive. I caught traffic on the way back where I listened to the album in my car. I was in the car for about 50 minutes, and I was like, is this ever going to fucking end? Like, as much as I was like, okay, it's good music, I was like, is it going to fucking end anytime soon? I got out of the car, and Leo was still playing.
Oh,
and I was
yeah,
just like,
damn.
I was like, shit. So I went around my house still listening to this fucking album, and I was like, Jesus.
So yeah, I took a nap. I woke up at 6 o'clock. We were planning on doing stuff at 7, and then I looked at how long it was. I was like, oh shit, I gotta listen to this thing. So I sat in my computer chair, slapped on the headphones, and then even on the way to meet these guys, I was listening to it in the car.
Nice.
Zach almost got paddled.
I almost got paddled
Shit.
because of my nap taking. Matt, fuck me, nap taking tendency.
Nice.
Sure,
I was
everybody's
actually
mad at me
working
today.
out when I was listening to this one. And I have to say it was not very easy to work out to.
Oh man.
It just, I found myself, instead of doing activities, just thinking and standing there and deliberating on what I was listening to and what it meant to me. And
Just
it was,
this dude standing
it was
in
a
the
very
fucking gym,
strange experience.
just T-posing with earbuds.
Pretty much.
So, you guys want to get on to your...
Well,
Yeah.
Matt, first 2 standout tracks that you think, and then we can get into us.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh god, it's like choosing my babies. I would say
Okay.
choosing your baby.
choosing my babies.
I wish you got to choose your babies, because I'd take...
I mean, in China you do.
Yeah.
kind
So
of,
I'm Chinese, everybody confirmed. If you're
Dude,
listening on
that's-
audio,
No
don't-
offense to.
Don't ever look at a
Asian
picture of me.
people.
It's not real. I'm actually Asian. Okay, so I would say my favorites would have to be probably another Space Song for sure. I actually really like the end, like anything after the third seg or third I guess interlude on this album. I really like. That's just a really straightforward, just good section. I would say like another Space Song and Heliotropic. But like, I mean, all the other stuff on here is pretty good too. I mean, if you want like a 3-minute, just 90s solid sort of post grunge song, Saturday Savior, Sergeant Politeness are pretty good. Smoking Umbrellas has got an interesting groove to it as well.
Yeah, the weird thing is, I only listened to this album one time, and I recognize every single song title, and that usually doesn't happen.
Oh shit, really? Like,
That's
where'd you
weird.
recognize them from? Just
Like when you said them, I was like, okay, yeah, I remember that. one.
oh right, like I was like, oh, that fucking drum and bass thing and not Sergeant
Yeah.
Politeness. Smoking Umbrellas was dank.
Yeah, like I
Good
wrote
old-
down a
good old
bunch of
sniff.
stuff, so I can't wait to get into that.
I would like to go last when discussing this.
Okay.
I'll go first. I probably have the shortest one. Since I was at the gym, I didn't have a chance to like write down thoughts or impressions.
I mean, do you want the back to look at for reference?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that.
Well, it's broke. No recovering that.
So,
Time to chug, boy.
Oh shit.
so when I first got there, I was just like getting water and stuff, and Saturday Savior came
Need
on.
water.
You need water. And Saturday Savior came on, and I really enjoed it.
Did you
It
enjoy the
was-
weird broken music box noise at the beginning?
I did not catch that. I think I was doing something. It was like a quiet
like
little
a-
rumble or whatever in the beginning.
Like it's the kind of weird sound. Can we just sample that and turn that into a dubstep
Yeah.
song? Like a trap song.
Well, I really enjoyed the riff. I remember it being pretty sludgy and the recording quality not being quite what I would have wanted it to
Yeah,
be
yeah, I'm gonna
from
talk about
something
that.
of the 90s or late 90s. But I remember hearing, I think in either the pre-chorus or the chorus, there was some pretty tight harmonies.
Oh yeah, I remember
They were
that.
really nice. It was pretty stonerish. I enjoyed that.
Wait, I don't mean to interrupt, but is Troy Van Leeuwen from Queens of the Stone Age? Isn't he like?
He wasn't he wasn't on this album, but he toured with them right after this.
Gotcha. Okay, continue.
And then coming up into the first interlude, which is called a seg.
Sick.
It was pretty confusing because when I was listening to it, I didn't have the track listing to look at. So I thought it was like a tag onto the second song, Sergeant Politeness,
Yeah.
which was very confusing. But overall, it was kind of interesting to listen to. It was like a echoey delay type riff. And then going on, I really liked Blank. The song Blank was really cool.
Oh yeah.
It was like a cleaner kind of song. And like the first couple lyrics introduced the title of the song, which isn't fairly common anymore. Coming up into the second interlude was just like some sound effects, which was neat.
Yeah, I was really confused.
There was
Yeah,
some
I
motorcycle
didn't get
shit
that
in that.
either, but it,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know, it kind of fit.
Yeah, yeah.
Interludes confused the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
And there was
I
like,
was like,
It
what
was
the
super
fuck?
weird.
I had to I was driving on 44 and I had to look at my Spotify and I was like, why the fuck do so many of these songs just have such long jams at the end? And then I looked at it and saw like segue 1, 2, 3, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit, okay, that's a completely different track.
So coming through after that, Dirty Balloons was kind of fun.
My chair's deflated.
As the songs went on,
You're almost touching the ground.
I am on the ground.
the Seg 3 really stood out to me. It was like more of a calmer acoustic,
acoustic
thing, which is very
guitars.
cool. And then another space song came on, which I remember from back in the day.
Yeah.
Matt used to just
Oh.
fuck on about this song and this little riff
fuck
that
on.
he would
Wow.
like he'd use as
Oh,
like
yeah.
a tone test. Back in the day when him and I used to jam in like 2015, 2016, he'd use this as like a tone test for lead as we would record our silly songs we had. And it was like ingrained in my head. And when I heard that again, I had flashbacks. It was a pretty cool experience.
Oh dang! I thought it was gonna like end up being like it was fucking cringy, and I know
No, it was super. It was super. It was like a good callback to the good old days of 2%, which was what our band was called.
2% Milk was the full
Because
name.
there's two.
No,
And then the
no, it
last
wasn't.
standout track I would say was
God, I want chocolate. We
which,
need
which was
Yoo-Hoos
actually a
next time.
single, was called "Stuck on You," which was fun.
Yeah, that
And
was
then
like their
Heliotropic
MTV single.
was fun as
We need
well.
Yoo-Hoos next time. All of us
do
need
need
Yoo-Hoos.
Yeah.
Because fuck, I want a Yoo-Hoo.
And then overall, my impression, it was good. The songwriting was pretty solid. It wasn't like top tier songwriting though, like what I would expect from the late '90s. I enjoyed it.
It was
and
no Britney Spears for sure.
It wasn't no Britney Spears,
Leave her alone.
but
Britney alone.
I would have liked the recording quality to be higher. For it being
I fucking got Zack with
so
that one.
so futuristic. The recording quality was pretty bland. No, I wouldn't say bland. It was just pretty average. Mixing was good. The panning was awesome
mixing
for a
was
lot
good.
of the songs. And that's pretty much all I got to say about it. I really liked it. I'll probably give it like another listen.
How
I'd give it
many-
like a 6 or a 7
Oh,
maybe.
okay.
6
Just
or
on the
7
first
crabs.
listen because I was doing stuff while I was listening to
Yeah.
it.
You
So I
give it
wasn't really
6 of
focused
these,
on it
man.
too much.
And that's half a SWAT for that. For not being completely focused.
Well, I guess that's not very fair, but okay. All right.
But yeah, so like I don't know. That album's really weird too. Like the more I listened to it, the more weird things I heard. Fuck, I can't speak. I heard hidden, like, you know, in the tracks and stuff. Like, you hear a lot of weird fucking noises in that record.
For real.
You know, it's
Shane, if you want to hand me your phone, because I wrote down a lot of notes, and since we're using my phone to record this, I sent them to Shane.
And since we are
Thinking
talking
ahead,
about
thinking smart.
the mixing quality, Shane just brought up, Zack is actually going to school for this kind of stuff. He goes to the Extreme Institute by Nelly.
Nelly's
Sorry.
old school.
Yeah, and he's the one mixing our entire album right now, doing most of our recording stuff. He's our sound guy.
I am the sound guy.
But
Zack
so
the sound
I'm interested
guy.
to hear what Zack has to say about this.
Like,
Because
yeah.
I had a few quarrels with it.
Like on this
But,
album, and I mainly paid attention to like drums and bass, and then just the sound quality, and some of the lyrics stood out too.
Jesus Christ, he wrote a book.
Yeah, I did write a book. I told you. Like,
Oh shit!
well, look at that.
Where are you going?
Oh my God, Zach!
Oh, he's just checking to make sure we're
Okay.
still.
That's
Okay, I'll try
That's
to go
hefty.
through this quick. Okay, first track, Sunday Savior.
Saturday Savior.
You
You looked at it. You still fucked it up.
Saturday,
I'm
Sunday.
sorry, guys. I'm just gonna leave.
Oh shit!
So, first impressions. The guitar tone was great. Like, I was really satisfied with the guitar sound.
Very sludgy.
Then on this first one, the drums sounded pretty disappointing. Like, they weren't bad, but compared to everything else, the drums
shit.
just sounded bad. And then the overall impression, like the band Cold, they're like this post-grunge band from like 2000s. They remind me of that, but like better than Cold. Yeah. Then I started the second track because I liked it so much. It's called Sergeant Politeness. Did I say
That's
that right?
Commander Politeness.
Oh, God damn it. No, but yeah, I really like the intro. I can't exactly remember. I just wrote down nice intro / transition.
Oh yeah, it was just like a, well, not clean, somewhat like clean guitar. You know, just doing the riff, and then the whole band kicks in.
Okay, yeah, I thought that was
Something
pretty
like
sick.
that.
And then the drums sounded a lot better on this one. And then the acoustic guitar in the bridge in the intro was a very nice touch. I definitely liked that a lot. Then the third one, the fucking the interlude, the first interlude. The first thing I wrote down was like, "What the fuck?" Because I was,
Oh nice.
I didn't know, like, and it was the most confusing 3/4 time signature I've ever fucking heard.
That wasn't 3/4.
Yeah, it was in 3/4.
didn't recognize it.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, "What the hell's going on?"
I didn't notice anything different about
Yeah,
it.
like
I thought
the drums
it
were playing this
just
real
felt
pattern.
funky,
I
you
was
know?
like, I'm gonna count this out and see what the hell's going on. And I was like, oh. I said I didn't finish it.
Yeah, you
And
did.
it wasn't that
He
word.
said- he said-
Matt, you're gonna have to edit this
He
one.
said a bad word.
Okay, all right. I said
Let's
a bad
rewind.
It was a bad
I
word.
said
It
a
was
really
very
bad word.
All right, rewind a little bit.
Okay, rewind. Okay.
He's taking a shot of this when he's done. Like, come on.
Yeah, no, we gotta
that's
do
worthy of
that.
a shot, I guess.
C word and above, we gotta.
Okay. Okay.
Come
So yeah, I was like, oh, this guy is playing 3/4.
28 minutes in,
And there were a lot of cool sounds. That I
and the
definitely
shit
liked that.
happens.
Okay, nope. Track number 4. We're rolling through this quick. Smoking Umbrellas. There were a lot of surprises in the intro. I was like, oh, I was not expecting a lot of this stuff. And Jacob is losing his shit over it.
You can hear him squeak.
Calm down. Calm down.
I didn't know it would happen this quickly.
I just don't think when I talk.
We're going
Anyway.
straight and we haven't even been.
The intro with the drums and the bass was sick as fuck, if I remember correctly. Anyway, that's
Yeah.
what I wrote down.
That was cool.
And the riff was really nice. The gnarly bass tone, I was really digging that.
That's one thing, if I can intervene
yeah, for
here,
sure.
but like the bass tones on this album, I'm in love with. Like the fuzz tones and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I love them so much. I want them in my ear holes right now.
Oh wow.
And the guitar effect after the second chorus was super weird, but kind of cool. I was digging it. I can't remember what it was. I think it was like some chorus, like a really wet chorus, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And then I said subtract 1 point for telephone vocals in the bridge.
I remember that.
Yeah, like about telephone effects, like if they're like straight up telephone effects, I'm not a big fan. But they have like some distortion and whatnot, I'm down. And yeah, you'll hear that on the album.
There's a local band that Zach likes to rip into. Not really
Okay,
local.
yeah. On this,
There's a Missouri band.
they're a local band, and we played a couple shows with them before.
And they
you
did
could probably
telephone
narrow it down
vocals.
from that, but
I remember hearing Zach come
yeah, right
in
before
that day.
one of their choruses, the worst telephone effect I've ever heard. And then the
awful.
It was awful. That's all I have to say about that. Then 5. I wrote down acoustic punk rock because it was like an acoustic guitar with like this punk rock beat. It was kind of cool.
Pillowheads just.
And it kind of sounded like the Jimmy Neutron theme to me. That's what it reminded me of.
Zach, I'm learning new things.
Candy bars.
I'm learning new things about this album. Just when I thought I couldn't.
Yeah, and then the nice, simple yet effective drum fill into the chorus was a nice touch. It was, I forget what it was.
Oh, it was like. Yeah.
Then number 6, I put a star next to this one because I like this one too. The intro sounded like a dissonant, simple man, like the intro to that. But then it's like you hit a wrong note, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that in this
dope
album.
chorus on it.
Yeah.
There, I think, like, I don't know. There's just a lot of that in this album. Like, oh, okay, oh, that's the wrong. Oh no, that's not the. Oh.
Oh, you meant to play that.
I see.
Then I really like the lyrics in the chorus. I can't remember them for the life of me. This is blank, I think. Yeah, this is blank.
Just
the
so you
lyrics
guys
in the
know,
chorus.
this album we only had today to
we
listen
had a
to
4-hour
Yeah.
advance.
I think
Our
like
our next album will have a week.
Like a week, yeah.
Whichever rotation we end up going in, we're gonna have a week to have more info on it. But this was a good starter album. I'd say.
Yeah, for sure. Then the fucking percussion is badass, and that's why I literally wrote down. I think there were some bongos, some shakers.
Yeah, he uses a lot of stuff.
It
in
was
that
really
one.
fucking cool. And I think I heard a mandolin in the background. I wrote down
I don't
mandolin
know.
question mark.
On what track?
Blank. Yeah.
I think in like one part there was like a little.
I don't
mandolin.
recall, but it could have been in there.
Yeah. Then I like the drum effect after the second chorus. It sounded like they were like in the next room, like that type of
yeah.
reverb. It kind of reminded
like
me
the,
of when the levee breaks, but
That's
less
what
in
I was
your
about
face.
to bring up.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it is super cool. I know 9 Inch Nails has done that before. I really like it.
Cool.
And the
God,
outro
When the
was
Levee
super
Breaks
cool.
is such a good song.
Okay, number 7. That is the second interlude. I like the panning. The transition into the next song was complete shit. Like I hated
It was so sudden. Yeah.
Like the intro, the interlude, it builds up and it just stops, and then the next song is like acoustic. I'm like, what the fuck? Like this amounted to nothing, and it was just a shitty transition in my.
sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt, what the fuck,
I guess the band name Failure is pretty.
Yeah, they failed on that transition.
Oh my god.
Man,
And that's the dad joke for today. Thank you, everybody.
I thought Shane was gonna get the dad joke of the day, man.
Then, speaking about transitions, on song number 8, the transitions were actually really good. Like, into the first chorus, tight transition. Like, job well done. And it's fucking heavy. That song is fucking heavy. That's what I wrote down. Then, at one point, there was feedback, and only in my right ear, and it was kind of cool.
Yeah,
And
the
then,
panning is excellent on this album.
oh yeah, for sure. It was wide and awesome. And then, and then right after that, now someone's pissing in my left ear. That's what it sounded like. It was like feedback in my right ear. Then, now someone's taking a piss in my left ear.
Nice.
And there was a sick guitar solo. And then I have a question: are there 2 guitar players in this band?
Just one. Actually, it's
wow,
weird.
really?
So Ken Andrews,
He does a lot of different stuff.
Crazy.
it's really weird. So like Ken Andrews, the I guess in quote frontman, live he switches between doing guitar and bass like almost like every other song. It's with like the other guy.
I would have been very, very unsurprised if there were 2 guitar players because I know
I thought for sure there.
I know
think-
a lot of heavy. The guitar tones reminded me of a lot of heavy metal mixes, and a lot of them do doubling and whatever. I just thought there were genuinely 2 guitar players because that guitar tone sounded so meaty.
Like they for sure double tracked the guitars.
Oh, yeah,
'cause
yeah.
It was thick.
I want to know if that wasn't double tracked.
With,
I
like,
want to know
3
his
Cs.
fucking gear. I want to know what gear he had.
Fuck. Then moving on. Oh, the intro of number 9. I started this one. What's the name of number 9?
It's Solaris.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
The harmonics in the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like creaming over that. It was so good.
I meant to back up on song number 9, Dirty Blue Balloons. Dirty Blue Balloons. The guitar solo for that somewhat influenced the guitar solo for Covetous.
I did notice that a little
song
bit.
on
That's actually
our
very
upcoming,
interesting.
on our
Wow.
upcoming album.
Yeah, after
He's
listening to
buying.
this, I was like, now I know this is Matt's favorite band. Like,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, you can hear it. But yeah, Solaris is basically like sounds like Tool before Tool did
Like,
Tool.
I wrote
things.
down, this is the dissonant message in a bottle. Like,
Nice.
that's the vibe I was catching from it.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Like, the kind of like, the verses definitely for sure, you know. And the nice changes, it changed a lot. And I felt like they did a good job with that. I like at one point there were like, sounded like movie quotes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I like
did
that.
hide some like I forget what it was. It was like a French movie.
Yeah, I can understand what the fuck
or
they were
something
saying,
like
but
that.
it's
Yeah, he says. It sounds like he says something arbiters for sheep, words, words,
Yeah.
words, or something. It's like, okay, that's interesting.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to get through.
I
the
think
rest
it's in
of this pretty
French
quick.
though.
Okay, then yeah, track number 10. I was like, now here's some 3/4 time signature I could get down with, because it was actually like listenable and I wasn't confused. And the drums sounded like shit again on that song. Then that's track number 10. Leo, yeah, no, it was the one before Leo. Pitiful, yeah. I wrote down, this is the worst sonic quality so far, and I stand by that, because
Wow.
that one just sounded like garbage, like just straight up.
That's
Like,
interesting.
I think they kind of went for like a lower fi than the rest of the album, and they didn't like go for it. They just kind of went like, okay,
They
yeah.
like half-assed it.
Yeah, they half-assed it.
They
and
half-assed
it didn't
being
really pay
shitty.
off. Yeah.
That sucks.
Now let's see. They had a pretty good chorus, great bridge, great outro. The fade out was an interesting choice because like the song kept going and they just
You
started
can
fading
hear-
out. I was like, why?
If you listen closely to the end of it, you can hear like the last note of the song while it's fading out.
Yeah, I was.
It's
I
not-
turned,
That's
I
just
turned
bad
this up.
engineering right there.
I
It's
turned
just
this
more
up
of
while
a-
I was in my car.
Like,
Whenever,
honestly though.
whenever it started to fade out, I turned it up in my car because they
Yeah.
started fading out, and then it started hitting my favorite riff of the song. Like it was the same thing, but it was like half timed, and I loved it. They ended the song and they started fading out with the best part of the song to me, and then
Yeah, it was an
then
interesting
they
choice,
ended the
yeah.
song anyway, and it was still fading out, and I was just like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah,
it was
Yeah,
very
that's one I
interesting.
can definitely see. Like, yeah, that is really weird. The live version, I think they jammed the whole thing. I'm not sure.
I bet that sounded awesome.
Oh yeah. Okay. And then number 11. I wasn't too impressed with this one. I just wrote down who's Leo and least favorite so far.
Who's Leo?
Because I just didn't know what it was about, and I could barely understand the lyrics on this album. It's not like he was slurring them; it's just they were kind of buried in the mix a little bit. Like you can still understand kind of what he's saying, but I just had a hard time.
It's kind of
understanding
like
him.
a pre-hiatus Primus vocals. They're buried in there.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
you can't
Yeah,
really
yeah.
understand it, but you know they're there and they're doing the whole.
They're there. You could hear.
That was a pretty tight impression.
That was a very good.
Thanks, guys. I like Les Claypool.
Okay, 12. I said best interlude on this thing, and I was like, "Fuck, is this a concept album?"
It's weird. It's like a loose concept
a
album.
lot
Like
of people
there's a lot
consider
of
it a concept album.
Okay, yeah, okay. And then number 13 sounds like the Toadies, but slightly better, because I don't like the Toadies, and this sounded like the Toadies, but it's a little bit better. And it got better when the drums came in for sure. They had a nice drum reverb. And then I just said I don't understand what it's about. Then a nice big instrumental right before the guitar solo. Then fucking awesome outro. Holy shit! I wrote that in all caps because it must have been a pretty awesome outro.
Cool.
Yeah. Then number 14, probably my favorite track. Fuck, what's it called? Another Space Song, yeah. I said, oh, fuck yeah, I already like this. And I feel like I've heard this before. That guitar melody is amazing.
I wonder who must have played that guitar melody.
Matt's probably played it at least 100 times
We just are
During
now
practice.
understanding
It was,
his references.
Subconsciously buried in my brain. That's
Yeah,
probably
for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then the bass was cool, gnarly. Hashtag best mix. Fucking bongo solo, like for real. Everything
there
stopped
is.
and there's a fucking bongo solo, and it was awesome.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Then number 15, cool intro. Borderline ear rape frequencies. Like this is like
Oh yeah. Stuck
some
in
really
Use.
high pitched frequencies, but whoever mixed it knew that, and they like toned it down a
Yeah,
little
I
bit.
think what it was, because like "Stuck on You" is that song.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was like basically like Slash Records is like, all right, well this is gonna be the single, and this is gonna get late night play on MTV. So I think it's just to fucking wake people up because
Yeah, like-
there's nothing good aimed on MTV, you know, that late. I guess at the time or something.
Yeah, then overall impressions, the acoustic guitar on this whole album is a great touch. Then I really like the acoustic guitar on some of the songs. Like you can barely hear it, it's just like some scraping of like the strings, but really nice touch.
Yeah.
And some of the lyrics are pretty nice. Like some of them stood out. I didn't write them down for some stupid reason, but it was- I give this 7.5 crabs.
7.5
out of 10.
crabs.
Nice.
Yeah.
7.5 of
All right,
these
sir.
boys.
So I elected to go last for I feel like a good reason, and that's because so far all of you gave the album pretty good praise.
Yeah, it's a decent album.
I liked one song. I did not like this
fuck.
album.
Oh,
Oh.
shit, Matt. Oh my god.
no.
Someone hold
So
Matt back.
here's the thing.
Oh, yeah, please tell.
Yeah, I'm gonna be critical of these albums when I get them. I won't lie.
I
But
tried to be critical, but
so my favorite song, of course, was "Saturday Savior," the opening
Yeah.
Okay,
song.
Yeah.
I loved that song. I really did. I added it to my likes from radio after it.
Wow.
But
I had the whole album.
going through the second song, what is it? Where's the CD case?
Yeah, it's right there.
Fuck. All right. So the second song, Sergeant Politeness, it starts off with the acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
Which is all right. Yeah, it's cool. It kept going throughout the entire song, even when the electric guitars kicked in, and you couldn't really hear the acoustic. You just heard
Yeah, I like that.
that.
was a
Fucking
cool touch
bugged me.
to
That
me.
bugged the shit out of
Really?
me. I hate that.
Yeah, I thought it was a
I
nice
ju-
texture.
I did not like it. I was like, the drums are already doing their job. I don't feel like it needs to be there. I wrote down in my notes that I wanted to ask Matt if Kurt Cobain actually was in this band.
oh shit.
Because
I did get a lot of
the
Nirvana
singer,
vibes.
the singer and guitar riffs sounded a lot like Nirvana, which therefore I wrote Nirvana clone. I did not think highly of this.
Well, look
I
at
would
the
not
time
go that
period,
far.
dude.
Yeah.
yeah, but like the thing is,
Damn.
the same time period,
Matt's devastated.
I'm sorry, Matt. I'm so sorry. I won't paddle you as hard this time. Yeah, I just kept hearing Nirvana wannabes.
Oh, shit.
Like,
I understand where you're coming from, but
but you disagree.
no, I agree, but not so harshly. Like I guess since I'm such a big Nirvana fan, I will like anything that sounds kind of like it.
See,
but definitely not rip-offs. Like I wouldn't say they're ripping them off, but it's
Oh
definitely.
yeah, I wouldn't say that they're a rip-off.
Yeah.
They're not Greta Van Fleet. They're not a rip-off.
Fuck Greta Van Fleet.
Fuck Greta Van Fleet. Yeah,
We'll talk about that another time.
Yeah, that's another topic. Yeah, I wrote down that they were Nirvana, sounded like a Nirvana clone. I did like Leo. I liked Leo. I thought it was a good song. I feel like
What is wrong with you?
I don't know.
That was the not goodest song.
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
would say
if-
that was the worst.
The way I get into bands is I learn about them. I learn about the people that wrote
Right.
it, which is why I'm so into the Red Hot Chili Peppers, is because there's so much information about them and
There's a
their
few books.
personalities. And I feel like if I read up on these guys, I could find out who Leo is, and I could find that story, and I'd listen to the song and probably cry.
Damn.
But saying that, yeah, there was a lot of parts where I really dreaded the drum tone.
Yeah, I agree with
There
that.
was one part that I forget what song it was, but I was like, this is almost as bad as the Saint Anger snare.
Ooh,
And
That is a bold statement.
I did not
right
get
there.
that at all.
it was very early on.
Like the snare was really deep, and it just sounded like
I don't know. It was
I
at
don't
one
know.
point. It sounded like he didn't have the wires on it. It was only for like one hit, and then the rest sounded okay. But there was one point where it was like, doom, and I was like, "Fuck this." But
Yeah, I should have us all listen to Saint Anger sometime.
oh shit, fuck you. But
It's an interesting listen.
then I also put. I felt that they relied very heavily on the chorus effect and acoustic guitar for dynamics. I felt like aside from putting those two things on, they didn't really do much for their own dynamics. Yeah, the drummer kind of did like a marching thing at one point, and the singer kind of went up into kind of more of a head voice and wasn't as grungy.
I get sniffed to that.
But yeah, I didn't like how heavily they relied on chorus effect and acoustic guitar for their effects, but or for their dynamics, yeah. But yeah, and the only other points that I really put was the annoying acoustic strumming throughout songs, because it seemed like anytime that they had a
Dude said annoying.
anytime that they
Goodness.
had an acoustic guitar in the song, for the rest of it, it was you just heard in the background, and I don't like that. I really don't. I understand
That
why
makes me
people
want to
like
slam
it.
my head against the wall. To be honest.
The thing is, I would love if there was a full acoustic song, but the thing is, you don't
there's a
actually
seg,
hear
though.
the acoustic.
You know, after listening to this album and then the Blue album by Weezer,
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking we should put some acoustic guitar on our album because that would be dope.
as long as it's not through the whole entire thing. But
Damn.
yeah,
I just really wanted to do that with Frostbite, honestly.
Yeah, we have it on like one part.
we have one part where there's
Yeah.
acoustic
I
guitar.
was ready
on
to
there.
keep going, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but I just
I mean, you're not supposed to know that song title yet.
Oh shit.
Where's that thing from Men in Black that they used to flash in everyone's memory?
It's like a little dildo looking thing with
Yeah.
a flashlight on.
Just give me the flashy dildo.
Good.
I'll erase your memories of what has been said here.
But yeah, I don't know. I understand why people like that sound, but I feel like if they were gonna, it would be a lot better if I could hear the acoustic, not
Like
just
hear
hear the
it was playing
scratching.
and stuff. Yeah.
Right, like, yeah, you can just hear the attack of it.
Yeah, I don't like just hearing the scratches.
Yeah, like
you know.
I wouldn't even be able to tell if he was playing the right notes. to be
Exactly.
honest. It was just
he
the
could have just
scratching.
been doing this, like palm muting all the
Right.
strings and just. I hated that.
Interesting.
So overall, one song I enjoyed. I have a new song that's on my list of
Well, that's good.
liked from radio, so it's on my regular rotation.
So
Overall, did not enjoy.
yeah, you had to listen to 68 minutes to just
Oh,
get
yeah.
3 or 4 minutes that you found
I won't lie,
worthwhile.
guys. I listened to the first minute of the last two songs and skipped them. I couldn't do it.
Dang.
I was just like, this is more of the same. Like all of those songs ran together to me. I just heard, another Nirvana-esque chorus,
Wow.
another
Wow.
Nirvana-esque riff.
Well, that's kind of what you get when you have an album over an hour long, with any band, any genre.
But some people
But I
do
felt
it.
like
People
they
can pull
changed
it
it
off.
up a good amount and kept it interesting.
I
That's
didn't.
my
I didn't
opinion.
feel bored. Some of the songs were a little long-winded, but I didn't
Right.
feel bored.
Yeah,
Over the whole.
Yeah, the last
experience.
2 songs are probably the longest.
Like,
I felt
I
6
was-
I felt
minutes.
extensively done
Like,
with them.
I was never like looking at my phone being like, okay, when is this one going to finish up? I was
Yeah.
just like, okay, I'm going to keep writing.
Yeah,
what I think, and I like this.
after Leo, which was the last song on the album I enjoyed. Sorry, Matt. I'm from the way you guys talk about it, I'm gonna have to give Space Station another listen, or Space Song, another Space
Another
Song.
Space Song,
Yeah, definitely
yeah.
give that one.
But because I don't remember it very well right now, and at the time I was listening to it, I was driving, so like I wasn't able to write that much down of my initial thoughts.
Right.
But overall, I did not enjoy the full album. There were a couple songs I did enjoy and I did like and will listen to again, but it's getting a 4 crabs.
4 crabs.
My
4 crabs.
goodness.
That's a below average.
That is a below average.
below average crab rating.
I am sorry, Matt.
Okay.
If you wanna hold a grudge against me, you're more than welcome to.
I mean,
So-
because
it's all
you're,
just,
you're gonna probably you're gonna have my favorite album to criticize in a little bit.
Okay, yeah. Since
Yeah.
since you gave it the lowest rating, what's the album that we're going to listen to next?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't do that to me right now.
Okay.
They'll find out next week when we
Okay,
bring
yeah,
it up.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
so I guess a couple things about the album. Like, it's
Closing
funny.
statements to try and sway me, Matt.
No, I'm not
I'm
gonna.
a Simon Cowell over here.
No, but like, it's funny. Like your viewpoint is, I don't know. It feels almost like the opposite, I guess, to me, from what I understand, what I've heard from the '90s. Because a lot of people didn't like them because they weren't like straight up grunge, but they also weren't straight up another direction. They were just kind of this weird fucking space rock, Pink Floyd esque. Not, I'm not
Bongos
gonna
and
compare
shit.
them
I-
to Pink Floyd, but like just that
did get
weird
Pink Floyd.
I heard
experimentation.
that Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
There was one song that it started out, and I was like, "Are they ripping off Money now?"
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
At that
right
point,
up
I
in the
was so fucking
beginning.
done. I was like,
Yeah.
"Are they really about to rip off Money?" But I don't know. I loved the guitar tone. I genuinely did. As
Yeah,
a bass player
did.
who plays bass lines that like to be heard, and I like the Flea and Les Claypool kind of tones, I hated the way it sounded, but also the way it melded with the guitar was very, very nice. When they were hitting those chords, it was Wall of Sound-esque,
Yeah,
you know, that I like whenever I listen to metal bands, is that synchronized bass and guitar that just hit you, you know. But Alone, I did not. I feel like he played a Rickenbacker, and those of you that know me know that I absolutely hate Rickenbacker basses.
Trying to
But
think
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't really know what bass they used. I'm trying to think. Like guitars they used.
it was very, very woolly. It could have been
Yeah.
like a Gibson EB bass.
Yeah.
It could have been a Rickenbacker. It could have been, from a bass player perspective, as they say. Yeah, it could have been a lot of things, but yeah, I don't know. I didn't enjoy it. I thought the vocals, they sounded very much like Kurt Cobain and the lead singer from Seether,
Oh yeah.
because he was very Kurt
Yeah.
Cobain inspired.
For sure.
And it shows. But like
Yeah, I felt like the vocals could have been a little more interesting.
they
Like the
could have been more
melodies-
original.
Yeah, the melodies and some of the lyrics were pretty good.
There was
but-
there was one part where he was singing this line where it was during one of the acoustic breaks that he like did this interesting melody in his low throaty voice and ended it with like a head voice change really quick, and it sounded great.
Right.
And I would have loved to hear more of those kinds of vocal melodies, because like I just love interesting vocal melodies that are in, like, you know, newer songs like 21 Pilots and or
Oh,
not 21 Pilots,
No.
Panic at the Disco
Oh.
and stuff like them. Only reason I listen to them is for vocals. But yeah, that's just how I felt about it, you know?
Yeah, I respect your opinion on that.
Thank you.
But yeah, so another thing too, like
Hey Zach, you want to pour yourself
as far
a
as
shot?
the engineering and like the mixing of this, so Ken Andrews is now like pretty much
It's fucking good.
I don't know if I'd call him
Zach's
like a
gonna do
big
the shot in the
producer,
background.
but like he produced like a lot of Beck stuff. He's done Paramore, like their self-titled album that they did in
Oh.
2013.
Cool.
I don't know. You could look up the Wikipedia page. He's done a lot of stuff,
Do we have some chalky milk?
but we
So I can
don't.
chase- Oh,
No,
Don't.
you got to go raw, boy. Unless
But,
you want a water. Matt, do you have waters?
that's just
I
gonna
don't
make it
know.
worse, man.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got to go for it and suffer. You did it. You got to suffer.
Yeah, I said the naughties, so now I must suffer. Okay, well, is there anything else we need to talk about?
For the albums, I like the album artwork.
Yeah,
I really like it. It's cool.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
I like space stuff. I like Boston, so you know,
Oh yeah,
Jesus.
space.
fuck you. Boston's a good band.
Yeah, if you're my dad. My dad has better taste in music, actually.
Fuck you, bud.
So let's see.
Damn,
How much
son.
longer do we have on this podcast? So we got like 7 minutes.
We can go.
We
hour
can go
and a
as
half.
long
We
as
can go
want,
like
you know.
longer.
We'll go hour
We
and
were
a
planning
half.
on an hour, but
I think an hour would be suffice.
Come on, hour and a half,
Well,
boys.
I'm down with hour and a half.
I
I
mean, we can go
would
a little
enjoy it.
longer, but you know.
Yay, hour and
I mean,
a half.
We'll start earlier in the future. Cause
Yeah, right
this
now
is,
it's like 11 o'clock.
This is our first run at this, and it's been kind of rough.
So,
TBH.
Yeah.
I guess while
It's been
Zach's
better than I
preparing his
expected.
shot,
I mean, as soon as we started recording, it got a hell of a lot better.
Yeah.
Once we got over the opening,
Fucking
like,
taped.
what the fuck do we talk about?
Yeah, the opening, that was rough. We're at,
Goddamn, dude.
I'm trying to pour this fucking shot of hot sauce. It's thick.
It's thick.
It's thick.
Oh shit!
It's salsa-ish.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Okay.
Here, give me that so you don't spill it.
Thanks, dog. Okay, I'm gonna
If
need
he
you
starts
guys.
convulsing, I'm gonna go over and stop the camera.
No, we gotta keep it filming. This is good for publicity.
Yeah, this is good.
All right, we'll do it live.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
All right, can you guys count me down?
All right, Zach.
From what number do we want to do?
5.
5.
Ready? 3, 2.
Why are you counting down to the countdown?
goes. He's coughing. Give me the cap. Give me the cap.
It's so thick. It took forever to get in my mouth, and it is so spicy.
Oh my god, guys. Hit that subscribe. Oh my god, this is crazy. Oh
that
my god.
notification bell, otherwise Zach is gonna die.
Can we try and hit
He's
50 trillion likes on this video or else Zach will die of coma?
My throat hurts.
He's trying to meditate right now. I saw him closing his eyes.
Yeah, like I'm trying to
mind over.
trying to decipher if it's really that bad or is it just all in my head right now.
You never know.
You know, it's actually not that bad. But it is. It's definitely spicy. The taste of it, just the plain taste of it, is gross.
Yeah. So we're
Tastes
gonna
like
need
fucking vinegar. We need something spicier than that.
Bummer.
How are we gonna get something spicier?
I'll take that home, man.
It literally says ghost pepper on it.
Zach, we need something spicier for you.
Like,
I think we'll
I-
be fine.
We
I
need
feel
special sauce for Zach.
Like I feel the slightest bit of discomfort.
That sucks.
And the
Yeah,
initial
we're gonna-
taste was the worst.
We're gonna die. You're fine. We're gonna die.
yeah, we're too white for this.
Well, that was, like, yeah, I still feel it in my throat.
I kind of want to take a shot. I kind of want to feel it.
You want to throw me that water over there, actually?
I kind of want to feel it.
There you go. Do we all want to do one?
Hell yeah, sure.
Matt, you
Shots
down?
all around.
Are you down
Fuck
for a
no.
ghost pepper
Fuck
sauce?
no. You're all crazy. This is supposed to be a punishment. Hell no, I'm not doing that shit.
Well, now we need a worse punishment.
Well, I don't know. You might need a worse punishment.
Well, it has to be fair for all of
Hey
us.
guys.
Zach.
Guys, you know what we haven't done yet?
What?
We haven't said cunt yet. We haven't said it yet.
God
Oh,
damn it!
Cross it off.
There we go.
Okay,
You
get in the
motherfucker.
marker.
That's the next one.
All right, so I'm gonna try this.
One more and you're fucked.
Was this the one that said shake
Crossed
well?
off, everybody. Yeah, it is really thick for a hot sauce.
Hear that
I
sound?
didn't even get all of the cap because it was so thick.
Yeah, there was a bit that I had to pour back in, but you know, it's okay. You took it like a champ.
Yeah, like at first it was bad.
Ooh, I don't like the smell. Ugh.
It tastes awful by itself, but I'm pretty sure on wings that'd be pretty tasty.
Ooh, that is thick.
Y'all remember that part in the episode of SpongeBob where it was Tom Kenny's face on this hot
I
sauce
just
drop?
watched that today.
It said, I want this specific drop
Right.
to be really, really hot.
All right.
yeah.
The white boy here is about the weak white boy is about to take a
Jacob's
shot
going for
of
the shot.
ghost pepper sauce from Guy Fieri.
Oh,
It's
Flavor
TGI
Town.
fried
sure.
rice.
Yeah.
I'm kind of nervous. My heart's going.
Just
a
do it, man.
Oh my God.
Thank God it's
Okay.
Guy Fieri. Am I right?
5,
12,
oh,
11,
11,
10,
72.
9, 8.
My dad is
7,
great.
3,
Please throw him a
2,
like.
Oh,
subscribe.
oh, nice loose.
Oh, wait, I'm still on there.
I have no sound on my headphones.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god.
Oh. Oh,
Ah.
I think we crashed, everybody.
Oh no.
Oh no. I did that for nothing.
Oh, we still got the camera audio, though.
Technical difficulties, please stand by.
Are we back? Let me get my headphones.
God.
If you don't have it on.
Yeah, that is good.
Fuck, man, just put them on.
Hello? Oh, hey, we are back.
All right.
So we
audio's
had
back.
technical difficulties as I took a shot.
Yeah, so Jacob took the shot of hot sauce. Our recording system crashed.
Oh my
So we're gonna have to edit in the audio from the phone camera over on the
Well,
other
that's
side.
all right.
Yeah.
You know, this is the test run. It's going pretty well.
I think
except
this
for-
is a good time to come in with the dead meme of the week.
Oh, yeah, so.
Yeah, we decided.
I just mentioned something about the Szechuan sauce epidemic,
Oh, my God.
and it just reminded me of how absolutely disgusting the Rick and Morty fan base is, and
They're a dead
how
meme.
they ruined the pop. Like they ruined it. You know, it's like dead meme number one is Rick and Morty. Although it is a good show, insightful, it makes a person think
My teeth
about
feel like they're
things that they
throbbing.
might not think about before, like space travel, the continuity of one's life after death,
Oh.
and the meaning of life in general. The fan base is so absolutely disgusting and disgraceful that
Wow.
I mean, first things first.
Shane
I
feels
saw
about this fan base is the way
I
I,
saw
did
a
about
video.
the album.
I saw a video of people reacting to the Pickle Rick scene.
Oh boy, this is gonna be good.
Jesus, man, it was just so bad. And this was like the musicallys that came out for Rick and Morty.
Oh my fucking
Jesus, man. I mean, the people sexualizing the Rick and Morty relationship between
Dude,
grandfather
that
and
shit's fucked.
that's
I didn't even know
messed
about
up,
this.
man.
This is
I
all
did
new
not
to
know.
me.
I
Yeah,
have
this-
seen so much Rick and Morty porn that
And
it
it's
fucking
yeah,
cur-
that exists. And
I
the
didn't know
thing
there
that
was-
really did it for me was the Pickle Rick epidemic, as I mentioned earlier, where people just
epidemic.
did not stop, man.
Yeah,
I
Pickle
swear to
Rick.
God, there was an older 40-year-old man, a 40-year-old man.
That was actually
that was really good.
Yeah,
40-year-old
shit,
man that I
kill me.
work with, that just would not stop, and he drew it. And he drew it on paper and he hung it up everywhere. Yeah, it was Joe.
I guess we're dropping names. Yeah, I remember
You
that guy.
fuckers.
Yeah, I won't name drop his last name, of course,
Oh yeah, of
to
course.
protect his identity because he's a good man. I love him.
He is a good guy.
But I mean, so dead meme of the week, Rick and Morty. It's gone. I don't even know if the new season's coming out. Who knows?
Just
I think it
barely.
is.
They're renewed for like 9 seasons, aren't
But
they?
Rick and Morty, it's
They got
done.
a big renew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just seeing Mr. Meeseeks
Man.
porn on this subreddit. Okay, I'm going away.
So, Canada legalized weed this week.
That today
Yeah, I
is
saw that.
Dude, I wish Missouri would follow that.
Well, we're about to
Yeah.
find out. We're gonna have to vote on it here pretty soon.
Everyone,
next month.
get your voting
Yeah,
registrations.
you heard it here first. The volunteers are pro legalization.
Make
Yeah.
sure you read. Make sure you read it. Honestly,
At
like,
least 3/4 of us are.
Do you think a hermit crab would pass up some good bud? I don't think so. PETA's probably going to
I
be
can't
after
answer
me
that
now.
question confidently. I don't know anything about this hermit crab.
I don't smoke.
This
though.
is the first time I've met
I'm
this
too
hermit
white
crab.
for this.
Yeah, we've never seen this one before. This one's been thrown at Matt at high velocities.
Yes.
Yeah, we have video evidence.
Oh yeah,
of that.
on
fact, I
Instagram.
mean,
Speaking of
yeah.
Instagram,
Yeah, our Instagram. Follow our Instagram.
Yeah,
follow
let's
our
plug it
Facebook.
up here.
Yeah,
So we
let's
have
plug
Instagram,
it
we have
up.
Facebook, we have Spotify, we have Apple Music, we have
We're gonna, do we have YouTube or are we gonna
we have
YouTube?
YouTube.
YouTube.
This-
We're working
this
on
one- this is
YouTube.
gonna be on
We're
YouTube.
working on YouTube.
Hi,
we have
YouTube.
Facebook, obviously.
we have a Twitter.
MySpace. We have a Twitter. We have a.
we have MySpace. Damn.
We have a
We have a
farmers
MySpace.
only account.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to be lonely. We got 4
No.
spicy boys right here.
But yeah, just go ahead and give us a follow. We release things, funny clips, updates. Just every now and then
We'll
we'll
be,
get some new music out there as well.
We're gonna be
Updating
doing
this
these.
podcast weekly, I guess.
We're recording this
Probably.
on Thursday.
It won't be released sometime this
Who
weekend.
the fuck
probably.
knows when
I
it's
don't
going to be released? Matt.
Hopefully before next
Whenever
Thursday.
Matt edits out what he needs to edit out.
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry, guys.
yeah.
Let's just say I go to.
Oh, okay.
and-
We don't even.
Hey, stop.
That's enough. That is
Matt,
enough.
work that too.
God,
Work that
Jesus.
No, no.
too. We can't hint to what you just said, or you said like an hour ago.
Jesus.
Like that wasn't okay.
I'm sorry. I stepped over the line and I deserve another punishment because that hot sauce was
Yeah.
not a bad.
Take
Do
your
we wanna
shoe
go to
off.
the paddle?
Take your shoe off and lick the tip of the toe.
Do we
want to
go ahead and paddle?
No.
No. Take your shoe off and lick the tip of your toe on the bottom there.
Are you flexible enough for that?
No.
I said take
off
your
my
shoe off.
Oh, I thought you were talking about licking his actual toe.
Like,
No,
just like right here.
Yeah. Show it to
Ew,
the
that's
camera.
gross. That's gross. Ew,
Oh,
stop
damn,
it.
dude.
He said the
You
forbidden
motherfucker.
word.
I licked it.
It's
That's
not
gross.
even that bad.
He's gonna get a staph
I
infection.
literally do that for fun.
Yeah.
I did it yesterday and I enjoyed it
You ever
thoroughly.
heard of shoe soup? You know?
Shoe soup.
Throw a whole shoe in the soup pot.
Guys,
Oh, yeah.
I want McDonald's. I want a fucking shake.
I'm quite hungry as well.
Dude, McDonald's shakes are dank.
Dude, let's talk about McDonald's. The last like 12 times I've been to McDonald's. What?
I just got something to say. You keep going.
Last 12 times I've been to McDonald's, the quality has gone down
Immensely.
immensely. It's disgruntling.
Damn.
And
Okay,
somehow the waits have gotten even longer.
Yeah. Okay, so
they're really
they added
bad.
these robot server dudes, right? These little screens where you can order. It takes longer, and they took away the cash register, so there's only one cash register with a real person.
That's
Right.
stupid.
And they have the robot things that take longer, and the food quality has gone down. I'm upset.
I don't get it.
I'm upset.
Yeah,
Okay,
like-
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you go ahead and go.
Okay, so I recently started a new job up in Crestwood, and I get a lunch break, and the closest restaurant is McDonald's.
Poor thing.
And so I go there, I hit it up, you know. It is probably the worst McDonald's I've ever been to, if I'm going to be honest.
Worse than Washington's.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
Yeah, we have a
Unions.
pretty bad McDonald's here in
And
Washington.
like this fries were cold and stale.
Ew.
The chicken was dry and overcooked, and it was just
Fucking
a bad
Gordon
experience.
Ramsay
But
over
I
here.
continue to go there because it's the closest and most
Oh my
cost-effective
God.
place around there.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you work at McDonald's, no offense to you. I know,
I
I
like,
doubt you
yeah.
have any offense
Unless
because you're
one of the
working at
dumb
McDonald's.
cunts
I mean,
who works
come
at
on.
McDonald's.
Did you just say?
Shit!
Bro!
Did he just? I gotta get that replay on there.
Not another.
Yeah, do another one.
It's
It's the rules.
yeah. I was gonna say while we're preparing Jacob for his
Yeah,
doom. I mean, if I work like right across the street from the Washington McDonald's.
That is true. Yeah.
And there's only been one time in like since they did the robot servers, like the screens, that I've seen two people register. I just went in there 2 days ago, and there was a manager up there because I think there was a line, and he couldn't walk away because somebody was just walking up there every time. Like, no, you were keeping this fucking register
Oh
open.
my god.
But like, it's so slow. Like, I'll go in for like one McChicken. I'm buying Jacob time too, but like, I'm going there for one
who used
McChicken.
it? Was
and
it
it's
Matt?
probably like 15 minutes,
It
like
was
half
Matt
of my
who
break.
used it.
Yeah.
You motherfucker.
Yes, I
motherfucker.
did. He's got another reason to hate me. I made him listen to 64-ish minutes of
Yeah, like 60.
that album.
Damn.
Damn, that
You deserve this,
that's
dude.
a rough criticism.
Hit that
man.
shit.
I'm pissed.
Bottoms up.
I'm
Yeah.
angry.
Down that shit.
I'm gonna vomit later.
Should we give him a countdown?
No, he doesn't deserve a countdown. Just do it.
Okay, it's in his mouth. That's what.
No.
Yeah. How is it? Describe to us what you're feeling right now. Okay, yeah.
Describe it to me.
Don't fucking puke in here, dude. We have to record the album.
That'd be really funny if you puked in here, man.
No, it's under my tongue. It's under my fucking tongue.
And if you puke, we will take the sound sample and put that all over the album.
Right. Or
Just slow
replace
it
it with
down
a snare
so it
drum.
syncs up with the entire.
Oh man.
Fucking kill me.
It smells
Fucking
spicy
kill
in
me.
here now.
It smells ethnic. I like it.
Fucking kill me. Genuinely.
Oh yes.
No offense to
I
dead
get
people
immense
out there.
pleasure from watching him squirm. It's a thing.
I'm just gonna sit here in the corner and.
Oh Jesus!
All right, we should not. No. Well, hey,
This is the uncensored podcast.
no holds bar, man.
Yeah.
I'm correct. You did this to me.
Bro, you did it to yourself.
You did this to me.
Oh, okay. Oh. Getting aggressive.
I'm downing a shake after this, you motherfucker.
Let's hit one more topic, and then we'll wrap it up for the night.
Yeah, yeah.
What are we thinking we should talk about, gentlemen?
Well, we did have the story thing.
What's
Want
story?
to tell a story?
Story time?
Story
Oh,
time.
yeah, go grab an
I'll
acoustic
grab a
guitar, and
guitar.
we're gonna have story time
Oh,
real
I was-
quick.
Worried
Okay.
about how this is gonna sound.
Oh God, I forget. I can't walk.
Oh my fucking god.
So
Okay.
for those of you who don't know, because this is our first podcast and nobody knows.
Except for the.
Oh my god, it burns.
Okay, do you want me to take this?
No, I'm doing this, Zach. I need this.
Fight through the pain, dude.
One of us is going to tell a story, an entertaining one, and Matt is going to play acoustic guitar and provide backup vocals to make it a little more entertaining.
Yeah. So yeah, when we record this album, there comes a point where we just start talking and we hit record.
And that's what inspired us
Yeah,
to do
and we were
this.
like, no one's gonna hear this. Like, we can't put this on the album. We should just start a podcast, and then we can fill people's brains with all the useless shit we talk about. And yeah,
Most of it just has to do with like the size and like span of crabs.
Basically.
But you know,
Strangely enough.
Okay, who has the
accurate.
most interesting story of the week?
I have a pretty interesting story.
Go ahead. You are a fantastic storyteller.
Thank you. All right, let's see. Because I think this is one that I even wrote
Recording
down in
is
my
pain.
notes because I was so intrigued by it.
Let's hear it.
Let me see if I can find it here.
Mint cookie.
You fucking said that.
Huh? Oh my god, my lip.
Okay, so I'll just tell the story about how I was browsing YouTube one day, and a lot of people know this, that Musical.ly was an app for voiceovers and lip syncing to music. I found that it changed its marketing standpoint and became TikTok, which has a different like a mission statement, but it's basically the same idea. So I found this YouTube video from this YouTuber named Pyrocynical. It's very cool. You should subscribe to him. He's very funny.
British Pyro and he's
Very funny.
cynical.
But I saw this TikTok video, right? And they're called ironic TikToks, is where people make TikTok videos where they're talking about like suicide or
Oh shit.
some like big nasty situation where they're being sad, you know, whatever. And there's just dudes on the other side of the screen doing like these wacky ass Fortnite dances.
Oh
and,
my fucking god.
and
wacky
it's just
Fortnite dances. Wacky Fortnite dances. Sorry.
and they're just like doing these silly dances, right? And I don't know, I saw one of them and I could not stop rewatching it because it was so funny. It was very, very late and I just kept rewinding it.
Rewind that
And
shit.
like, yeah, the story isn't as interesting as I thought it was. But if I could show the video, if I could find it again, it'd be pretty funny.
I'll just probably.
But
pull
I'm
it
just
up
gonna
or
go ahead and
something.
wrap it up and say TikTok is a scourge of the earth. It is the reason why America is not as great as it used to be. And I'd like to close it by saying this is a society and this is America.
So, I don't understand TikTok. Every single one that I've seen.
Is not a fucking good game.
So, every TikTok like thing that I've seen, I'm pretty sure has been ironic, but like, it's somebody like doing something lip syncing or something, being cringy as a
yeah.
13-year-old does, you know. But like the other one is just somebody just sitting there.
Yeah, that's the funny part.
Yeah, what the fuck is that? Is that like a meme?
Yes, it's the funny part.
Is it a meme that they just sit there and do nothing, or is that real?
No,
Is that
that's-
real TikTok?
That's the meme. That's the meme. They're
That's the
memeing
meme.
hard. And
I
there's
guess I'm
actually
getting too old, 'cause I
TikTok
don't
has been
get it.
infested with two awful, horrid, awful, amazingly terrible things on planet Earth. And
Pedophilia.
So yes, pedophiles and furries.
oh
Now
shit.
I don't know
We're gonna
which
get
is
some-
worse, and I'm being completely serious. But there are a lot of
Pedophiles.
old
Yeah,
men.
Pedophiles are lying.
there are a lot
Actually, no.
of
I know what's worse than that. Pedophiles who are also furries.
Pedophile furries.
I'm
Pedofurries.
shaking right now.
Pedophiles.
But I mean, there's a lot of old men that'll do voiceovers talking about like, oh,
Fucking them.
Oh.
and then
Fucking
of course there's the
furries?
furries.
No, young bitches.
But the funniest part is when they do ironic things, like, it's just good. It's good.
All right, so
Speaking about pedophiles,
Oh. Okay.
Go.
Good.
I'm
Good
intrigued.
starter.
You've got my
Go
attention.
on.
I probably shouldn't go on.
No,
Please do.
Is this another
Whisper
story
to me.
time?
No.
He's not a pedophile.
Who?
He's just a rapist.
Wait, who?
The same thing.
Who? What?
Bill Cosby.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
we
he's
had
not
a conversation
pedophile. I don't
about
think
him
he's
a
a
while
I'm pretty sure he's not.
Yeah, he's not a pedophile, but he's
Wait.
still a rapist.
Hold on. I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah, guy's in jail. Yeah, he
Bill
cuckoo-chewed
Cosby.
some
Is
women
Bill
in his
Cosby a
apartment.
pedophile?
Bill Cosby. That's not really story time. My bad.
Yeah, we're not going to get into politics that much, but it's
No.
it's interesting to talk about. Something.
Yeah, he's not a pedophile. He's just a rapist.
No, you know what? I'll get into
Okay,
politics
The
right
surveys
now.
are in, guys. He's not a pedophile.
Survey
Trump.
says.
He is. I'll tell you about Trump. He's the president.
All right, no,
Stop.
we're not-
No,
we're
we're
not
not.
doing
We're
that.
stopping now.
president.
Matt, you're grounded.
All right, that's it. Podcast is
Okay,
canceled.
so this has been Pitching a Tent with the volunteers.
I think we pitched a pretty good starting
I'm Shane.
I'm Jacob.
And he's actually mad right now.
That's Matt, obviously.
My name's Zack.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's us. Fuck.
Thanks for listening and whatnot.
We enjoyed
Yeah.
having fun and saying the C word more than once.
Yeah, if you have guys have any recommendations for punishments, hit us up. Yeah.